Okay. Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah, see, those
yeah.
were the other guys in the... Yeah, see?
Oh yeah, they were the other guys. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
All right, what kind of puns are we gonna have here? That's a military dude.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Surgeon Iesanosa.
Oh,
Iesanosa.
yes sir, no sir. That's cool.
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir,
no,
no,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Yes sir, no sir. Yeah, yes sir, no sir.
Yes, sir,
That's,
or no, sir.
that's yes sir. Yes sir, no sir.
Sir.
Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon. Yes, correct. Yeah. And conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District. Curio correcta. Yeah, at your service. Curio correcta at your service.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Guess they both really wanted to steak that bad, huh?
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. I imagine he was like, he's talking like really like old-fashioned in like the original text.
He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at the Carnival.
Oh, he certainly is antique too, yeah.
He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them.
See, remember that the back of the box said reading is required to fully enjoy this game? I'm glad they explained what that old guy just said.
He obviously targets the Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, Sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Really? What would he sell?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean sell to the old man?
Well, both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative.
By the way, this is also J. Jonah Jameson, by the way. He is the hair.
My fucking hand.
The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir.
Sir!
It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir.
This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
Did you?
What?
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier's claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Oh, okay. Do tell. Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
Yes. If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Ow.
Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please.
Oh yes, now I get to cross-examine now.
Very soon. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Standing by to report, sir.
Oh, I heard a baby cry. Does he have a baby on his back? Is that why he has the thing?
Oh, that's why he has the things.
Yeah, that was a baby cry.
Oh.
Let me wait for him to talk before I speak, if anything.
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon. Oof, okay. What the witnesses saw.
Okay.
Try
I
this
was
you.
ingesting. I know. I was just waiting to
Yeah,
hear. I was it's it probably only happens when he does like a really radical movement.
Yeah, exactly.
I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
A regulation beefsteak. I also love that he's like rocking up and down to calm the baby. That. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
And the percent. Yep, there
Yeah,
we go.
yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Okay. At the precise moment a firearm was discharged, I observed the enemy's action with my own eyes. The black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yeah, Iggy Yachty. I was on my hands and knees. What? Investigating where the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Oh, he lost his thing.
I lost the thing on the floor and I was trying to look for it.
Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yeah, press X to doubt.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. The wicked university cadets, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. Oh, he has a knife.
Dude, he has a knife.
He has a knife.
What have you got there? A knife? No!
No.
What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. He said looking at a knife. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
You just shoot the
Yes,
guy.
all I did was pick up the gun I saw lying on the floor. After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. So there was a gun. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bam!
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere.
And a second gun, apparently. Or like,
Yep.
or a second, not a gun, right?
The interesting thing was that it was an English-made gun, so it wasn't a Japanese gun
Yeah.
or something.
That is a good point. And somewhere in these two witness testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
Well, we already know which part to press from the back.
Yeah. There is?
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Right. Cross-examine?
Do it now.
Do it now!
As we have heard, Your Excellency,
Do it.
there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty.
Eh.
It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt.
Does it?
Therefore, it is my great duty to declare the verdict of this
Yes!
Yes.
Yes, it is your duty.
What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
I mean, the defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
Oh, dear me. Let me guess, the Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Huh? How did he know?
Because he looks way more capable than you.
He was probably looking.
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time.
But it's my right to do.
The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination? We get it.
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination.
Yes, exactly.
Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Ouchie.
Ouchie. Cause am I so commanding?
So commanding.
So commanding. Oh my god.
So
Swoon.
commanding.
Swoon.
Ow.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses.
Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. No, don't worry, I got you covered.
Yeah. Don't worry, the player knows.
You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
What? They lie?
Who's
What?
lying?
People lie? Who would do such a thing?
You are You're innocent,
How?
are you not?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what the soldier said has to be a lie.
You know, if you eliminate
Wait,
the
what?
impossible.
I didn't shoot the gun.
Well, yes, but
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence.
exactly. Right. Evidence.
Look into the evidence.
What was that again?
It's the evidence.
Evidence. Right.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying.
Evidence.
To your left.
Okay.
In the evidence, to
Ow.
your left.
On your left.
Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
On your left.
Ow! Ow!
I had to check his hand.
Much more pathetic. It's much more pathetic.
I love it.
And it looks like his head.
All right then. It's all or nothing. Oh, there we go. Cross-examination. What the witnesses saw. Okay, the regulation beefsteak. We don't have to read all that again, right?
No, we
Right.
can't just
I'm gonna press everything though, just to have the just to find out what they're
Okay.
saying, right? I just wanted to have the text.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique?
I love how he's sweating. I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask.
Oh no.
Do you want to
Objection,
open
Your
a
Honor.
window or something?
I was hoping that in the time it took to object, I was gonna figure out a question to ask.
I didn't.
Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
All right then. This beefsteak you mentioned. What kind of food is that?
I mean, keep in mind, this might be important because that's what the Englishman was eating.
That's true.
Yeah. The beefsteak is a delicious cut of veal vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot.
He seems to be a fan.
He seems to like it.
Yeah. Oh.
I hate it. If we could receive medals of honor, beefsteak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
Okay.
He's
guess
Japanese.
cows
Yeah,
weren't on it.
he's Japanese, but like I would.
In that beat, I saw like a one frame of the child behind him.
Yeah. Right. I see. Thank you, sir. So next question. This cutlet. This cutlet you mentioned. What kind of food is that?
Shut. Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil.
So it's a schnitzel. Got it.
Accept your guilt verdict, atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it.
I think you get the death sentence, though. Yes, sir. I will, sir. On the double, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, but
When
We're not
I
talking about
have
food.
a request, and this is gonna sound really awkward, but when he's doing that pose, could you do a more sultry voice?
sorry to interrupt, but
Thank you.
how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case?
How about I stick my no? Oops, sorry. I'll do my best. So next question. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wow crying noise?
There you go.
Wow, crying
the
noise.
first. The negative.
Well, at least we've learned that he's a big beef lover.
He's about to have some beef with me.
Take that however you want.
Wait, was it Ryu just now?
Oh, I think that was you.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
sorry.
that was you.
Yeah, that was
Affirmative.
Ryu.
Prime
Prime
Presser.
Prime Presser, nice. It's not easy knowing what questions to ask.
Oh,
Myself,
it's nice that you see
myself
on the
always
top left of the thing
extolling the
like,
virtues.
which part.
Let's press the old man. I have no idea what you're talking about. Koban, boy. Koban? You mean an old Edo coin? The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hoi period entered my possession. I took myself to the restaurant the following day with said items secreted in my bosom pocket. I do not want to know where you stick things, please. In the hope of an affluent
Cognizant.
cognoscenti, appraised of an indubitable value being present. I'm gonna have to look up so many words after this.
Yeah.
So you were hoping to sell the Koban coin, and he stuffed it in his butt apparently. To Sergeant Nosa, whom you met at the restaurant?
Oh, cognoscente, according to Google Translate. Cognoscente.
Wow, that sounds Italian.
Yes, it is quite clear where you're going with this, boy. Now, you are about to assert that a penis soldier would have no hope of purchasing that precious Koban.
Penis soldier.
Isn't that so? No, it wasn't a penis soldier.
Well, I didn't insinuate anything here.
You little upstart cadet. You want to disrespecting a superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Blatant subordination.
I'm not in the military though.
Isn't that insubordination?
Wait, did he say?
It
Yeah,
says
exactly. He does.
subordination. What is
Yeah, he
supposed to
doesn't
be
even-
insubordination.
Yeah, it should be insubordination. You're right. No, I didn't say anything. Although penniless might be just the word I was looking for. Well, he's a dad. Cut him some slack. In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday luncheon, so it was past noon. There remained precious few present with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business. I'm just like surprised that guy doesn't die while he's talking because he takes so fucking long.
Maybe this breakdown animation.
The gentleman beside me who was grappling with his braised veal at the time was my sole prospect. So that, okay.
Basically,
see.
I had no other fucking choice.
Yeah, exactly. He had to shoot his chance.
That would be my own knife.
Okay, press. So you're saying that you actually saw me at the time?
Affirmative. I saw you. Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian. Wow. That's a colorful scene.
Slap. but that's impossible. I only...
Allow me to confirm just one point, please.
What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me
It's poppycock.
that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And so what if it was?
Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
It's true.
And double R. was fighting Big Dastardly. My sixth sense.
What, he can see dead people? Sorry?
My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating for your foul mind.
God, I'm face palming right now.
Wait, are we... Your Honor, Your Excellency, are we admitting bad vibes as evidence here? Is that?
I was actually. I have an even crazier idea. I imagine we're gonna cross-examine the baby, aren't we?
I mean, they did.
He was behind him watching the scene in question.
Well, yeah,
They did question Paris and Wales before, so sure.
Yeah,
Do you think the baby accidentally played with the gun and did the shoot?
Oh, so was a Simpsons thing? Maggie did it?
Oh my god, that is super actually probable. Holy shit, because this is a soldier. He probably had a gun.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then we still need to understand what the lady was all about. So
Yeah,
you
that too.
probably
And like,
wouldn't be
I
it,
still,
so-
if the guy was shot, it was still at close proximity.
yeah.
Supposedly.
Well,
walk
supposedly
by.
there was. I mean, I can show you. There are powder marks around the hole,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe he just walked by the table.
So didn't even
But yeah,
didn't
there's
even
some
realize they had a
weirdness
magnifying
that
glass
can
here too. Very nice. Okay, sorry.
What wine was that?
Which means a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet.
Because of the vibes. Surely that's not really possible, is it?
Do you think I'd have gotten where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son?
Is the baby your danger sensor? Well, it would seem the soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
Ew. This is not good. Okay. Fight on
But this is
from
the
the
one
back.
where I have to think, so press the other one, the last one.
Okay. I was on my hands and knees. Alright. Tell me about it. On your hands and knees. Could you explain that, please? You dropped the coin.
It's blowing so.
That's right. Spurning the arthritis I was in order to retrieve the lost piece.
What lost piece are you referring to?
The piece of his mind.
Oh god,
The Koban, of
Thank God
course.
that
The
was-
exquisite Hoy era Koban coin.
that was not fragile.
You do know that, regular glass bottles don't actually shatter like they do in movies when you like bonk them on the surface, right?
They still can though.
They
Like,
can,
it's-
but you
it's
have to
just
you have to go really hard. I had just been showing the rare treasure to the military man as he masticated his meal. Masticate is such a stupid word for chewing. But like,
I mean, that's the Spanish word.
yeah, I know, but it's right, but it's a Latin origin, but like it just sounds so gross. I mean,
Sounds gross.
masticate. After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, damn, it was there no more. It simply vanished. The baby took it.
The baby took it.
The baby ate it.
Vanished?
Hence, I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies of the floor in order to locate it. And then,
Hello, floor.
okay, that sentence I really like. And then it happened.
I myself with the intricacies of the floor. That's a good one.
It's also a nice way to say I fell down.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
None other than, though it was no concern of mine. I was frantically scouring the floor for the aforementioned lost treasure. So, in fact, you didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred? Indeed, myself, I did not. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. You have to press the right statement.
Now that you fucked around, you have to just do the thing that you're supposed to do.
I mean, I guess I could have pressed the
No
statement and
error.
just not object, but same difference.
Yeah.
We know there are lies looking in these statements. It's time to expose them.
I don't want to expose the old man. I understand that. The question is how? With evidence.
Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected.
I'm not gonna have you read the tutorial things. It's fine.
Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. blah, 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 blah. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency, a paradox, a contradiction.
Yeah.
Divide by 0. 1 plus 1 equals 4.
Contradiction is the word that they use in the previous games. Inconsistency.
I know. You find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other. That is called bad. Present your evidence or whatever. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty.
Damn.
If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict. Because reasons.
It's a game.
Because that's how. Yeah.
Because it's a video game, so you have to have some sort of loose condition. So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the courtroom, in the court record, and find an inconsistency with the witness's statement.
All right, I'll give it a try.
You can hear the witness's statements over and over again, as many times as you like, because this is a video game.
Because we are not wasting any more time.
Yeah.
So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner.
Oh, he called me partner again.
He's reaching for his weapon.
Shoot! Shoot him! Shoot him! Right.
Myself, I was at that precise the black unit.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
I was
Let's get
on
the-
my hands at the black unit.
Hi!
Oh, you're just pressing?
Yeah, well, I have to.
He hasn't done it yet.
Yeah. So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was...
I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet.
Your
Your
sauce.
saucy baka.
Your sauce.
Saucy buck.
Who else do you see around here in black uniform, huh? Well,
Well, there's someone standing right next to me with the description as well, but...
it was you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man. From behind his back, and you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon. You disgust me.
I love that slow, that realization face. Is that already a reaction GIF?
What the
Is-
fuck?
I need this as a reaction GIF, the fucking slow turn of the head.
I'm taking a picture of that just
I
because
love
of how
that.
funny that is. What is it, Renosuke?
I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind.
In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. What do you say? Present the evidence to the court, thrust it in the witness's face, and make him choke on it.
I love that. Yes.
Thrust it down his
I'll thrust
throat.
it. Yes, I will thrust. All right, present. What? Hello? Oh, I have to wait for the present. Present. There we go.
What's that? Is the picture.
Yeah, it probably is the picture, right?
Yeah.
Mm. Picture says it's from the front.
Oh yeah. The beat. You see the.
It doesn't say if it was from the front.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it says to the chest though.
Yep. But the picture indicates that it's likely from the
Picture
front.
shows.
Yeah, they
the-
probably both work. So I'm gonna take the picture.
I think the picture goes first.
No, it's
then it
fine.
says-
It's fine.
it
We
could
are
have-
we're right.
I
The
think-
music stopped. We're right.
Yeah,
It's
it
okay.
could be just like it was in the front, and then you could say this could be just the
Yeah, no,
exit
they're
wound of
probably
the
it's
bullet,
probably
and
one of
then
those things
show-
where like, here, look at the picture, and they're like, yeah, it says in the report too, and it's like if you present the report as the other way around, he's like, yeah, it's on the report, and here's the picture. They do it a lot actually. They like multiple things you can present. Everyone's speechless. Okay, sure.
What are you playing at, Cadet?
Look at this graph.
What is the meaning of this subordination? This subordination.
Again, subordination. Yeah.
First is some photographic print in my mustache.
Did he actually throw it? Did he actually
it at
throw? Yeah, did he
first.
actually throw him at it?
I feel like he just
Throw it-
had like
throw it
in his
at him.
hand and just went in your face.
Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. Slap. There is a clear inconsistency here.
What nonsense. What can this spring possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
This is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. Spell it out would be an insult to the court.
That's a nice way to say, are you guys stupid? Kazuma, what?
What are you talking about? The fuck is wrong with you?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What? What?
Sergeant Yesanosa.
Yes, sir. What, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
You have a good memory.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with the own military grade eyes, sir.
And before he actually needs glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that just can't be.
And why not, cadet?
Because
Because you want to fancy us.
Take a close look at the print.
look at this ground.
Look at this print.
Look at this
Makes
print.
big lane.
The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest,
And the chest
not to the back.
is not in the...
And
exactly.
then he's gonna say that could be just the exit wound, and then he's gonna have a whole
Yeah,
other
exactly. That's probably... Oh,
testimony.
yeah, that's the exit wound. Ha, ha, ha. And then you just... No, there was no exit wound.
But why would there be powder? And then it's like, oh,
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Oh,
That too.
there.
Yep.
Sergeant, according to your witness statement,
You are lying.
the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
The baby! Oh, oh my god!
Is that
I love that.
his breakdown? What the?
What the... What was that? Something just popped out from behind his back, but he pushed it down again?
Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
Yes, sir. At this junction, that would appear to be indisputable. The eye twitch. Until the moment that I heard the firearm disengage, my eyes were...
Discharge.
Yeah, discharge.
Oh, sorry. Firmly fixed on the delicious like carnival steak, sir.
It was masticating too hard. You couldn't see.
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. The witness, Sergeant Yesanosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
It's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple.
Ow.
There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh man, I really need an air horn sound effect. I don't have one yet. I was meaning to put one in. Oh man, the baby. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial just from that one discrepancy.
Turnabout baby.
Turnabout baby.
Turnabout infant.
So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Damn, roll credits.
Credits roll.
Oh, the oh no.
But I definitely saw him.
No.
Oh, the university cadet then. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. Yes, I was.
But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor.
And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either?
But did you see a gun on the floor because you were on the floor? Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Oh yes, you were looking for your Koban coin, weren't you? Indeed, the prized toy Koban. Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened. Bang!
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hawaii treasure. Nothing could distract me! Nothing!
Fire!
Nothing!
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
Looks like it didn't. No.
The crime could be stolen.
The thick plottings. That lamentable day the precious Hawaii Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
Yeah.
Well, because he's penniless, right? He needs the money.
As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Ooh, by telegraph!
Look at this telegraph.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British,
Damn.
it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now.
What is your position, Prosecutor Auchi?
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
Sure, I'll just like dig a tunnel or climb out the ceiling or a window. It's fine.
My witnesses have further testimony to make.
Okay. Okay, let them lie some more. It's okay.
Upon hearing the next statements, it will become abundantly clear
Why they were lying.
that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. John Cena, the equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
You can't see me. What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Are you actually doing the sigh because you do the voice, or are you rolling your eyes doing that?
Yeah, exactly.
It's really sexy.
It's easier. It's easier.
Okay. Okay.
Ow.
Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify once more.
I'm just saying it once more. It sounds better.
Yeah.
You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's
Alligator. We got it.
Alligator. Is that clear?
A propulsion alligator.
As clear as kitty core glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting Cena to testify, sir.
The baby's a bobblehead.
I like the secondary animation of the head bob of the baby.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
That's just a tumor. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Named Aido.
I don't know.
Sir.
I don't know.
I don't know, sir.
This is like the thing I love most about Ace Attorney is the fucking names.
I don't know, sir.
It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, sir. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
Man, look at that.
I love it.
As a thing.
All right. The true culprit.
Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment of the firearm, the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was that young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Yeah, what? Yeah, because I picked it up, and not the murder weapon. Like, it was after the fact too.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Okay, so the woman was already gone,
Yeah, that's important.
and the waiter was in the kitchen. So there was only.
It could. Do you think that was an old silencer?
The waiter
Like she-
was the woman. I mean,
I mean, it's got to be a point sometime. Like, I guess she has to like show up at some point.
Either she has to show up, she's gonna be like the big bad in the game.
It's fucking what's her name? Dahlia Hawthorne. Indeed, alone he was the Englishman, dining all by himself. Okay, is this a conspiracy?
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
Wait,
Oh, whoops.
that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
No. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. Yeah, it is a conspiracy. I mean, look at them.
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. Just a second.
Yep.
We are not here to listen to your fantasies.
Ugh.
It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Look, the chair's already turned around.
Oh,
Look.
hey, another
oh wow.
picture.
Look at this
Photographic
ground.
prints of the scene of the crime, Council?
Look at this ground. Okay, the steak is half eaten.
Oh, the snake is now eaten.
Well, it's half
Is
eaten.
it-
I guess it was like that before because like Wilson's body was covering that before.
Yeah, I know. Char's you.
Oh. Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after her incident.
But there's something in the wine glass now. That was empty before, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
We can check.
Compare.
As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set.
Actually, we're gonna check that right now.
Yeah.
So it looks like the glass is empty, and
Yeah,
this,
the glass is
yeah, and
empty,
the steak
and
does
the steak doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah, it does
look like
it does look
not
untouched.
even.
Did
Can we see the location of the fork in the other picture? We don't have it yet. Oh no,
Okay,
the
the
fork
fork
seems
is
to be in
fine.
the same
The
place.
steak is definitely eaten, and the drink is half full.
Did the sergeant steal the steak because he likes it so much?
It's possible.
Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else.
This doesn't make any sense.
The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record.
All right. I don't understand. Wait, can we compare them now? Is that? Oh, well, that's the business card in the way. So
Yeah, the glass is full. The steak looks.
yeah, there's
eaten.
something. The steak.
Can we Can we like double check the flowers? Is that like something we can double
Yeah,
check?
sure.
There's 3 in
Oh,
that
that's
picture. Okay,
zoomed in too far.
Dang. Okay, that makes it
But
a
the
little difficult.
steak seems to be. Yeah, no, it's untouched in the.
He ate the steak at the crime scene after the body was taken.
Oh,
The soldier,
oh,
because he was hungry.
oh. What's going on here? Told you it's a conspiracy. It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
The waiter before said the same thing. She maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
I mean, no woman, no
He
cry, but
might have come to meet somebody. That doesn't mean like just because he came alone doesn't mean that
yeah,
he wasn't with
yeah, it just
somebody.
means
True,
that
he might
means
have been at a
just means that the
table.
woman came alone too.
Yeah.
But that's
Maybe
not
she
true.
came
I
afterwards and
I
left
s-
before.
I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. She hid under the table.
Was born.
It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all.
It's like the middle of the night there right now. Are you serious?
We have just heard. Leave no further room for doubt.
I assume afternoon for them, not for the British.
Yeah, probably. But like, it's like what, like 2 a.m. in Great Britain when this is taking place here in Japan.
There,
It's like,
there is somebody who has to be woken, who has to be up at this time.
I mean, I
Right.
guess the telegraph offices are staffed 24/7, but damn.
It's a very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Taketsuchi Aochi, will have contributed to the enmity of these 2 great empires is another.
You didn't even do anything.
Jesus Christ.
How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule.